Thursday, 7 April, the Gap News this morning, broadcasting live from Kuala Lumpur, I'm Ghazali Abdullah. Good morning. First, the headlines. Government ready to collaborate on medicinal use of marijuana. RON 97 down 10 cent, other fuel prices unchanged. Foreigners buying RON 95, action against station owners only, says Ministry. 4 foreign divers missing off Johor coast. Flee now or risk death, Ukraine tells people in the east. US approves US $95 million sale of missile defense support to Taiwan. And Malaysian drawn in same group as 16-time SEA Games champs for Hanoi. And now the news in full. The Health Ministry is ready to collaborate with industry players or academia to research the medicinal use of marijuana, Health Minister Hairi Jamaluddin said Wednesday. He said there have been many discussions and social media advocacy on the use of medical marijuana, but there have yet to be any proposals for a clinical study or trial. The Health Ministry has been consistent in practicing evidence-based policies. That is why we have welcomed clinical studies for the use of CBD, cannabidiol extracted from marijuana, for medicinal purposes, he said in a tweet. He added that these studies could be coordinated by the Institute for Clinical Research under the Health Ministry. The price of RON 97 will decrease by 10 cent to a 3 ringgit 81 cent per litre, the Finance Ministry announced Wednesday. The price of RON 95 is unchanged and will continue to retail at 2 ringgit 5 cent per litre. The price of diesel too remains at 2 ringgit 15 cent a litre. These prices will be effective until April 13, 2022. The authorities can only take action against petrol station operators and not individuals who fill up RON 95 petrol with foreign registered vehicles. Johor Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs Director Hairul Anwar Boro said as such, petrol station operators needed to prevent such incidents from happening at their premises. The matter has been clearly conveyed to all petrol station operators in the state before their business licenses were approved. He told reporters after conducting checks at a petrol station in Jalan Skudai here Wednesday. He also urged the public to cooperate by providing photos as evidence, as well as complete details, including the location, date and time of the incident. 4 European divers went missing off the Johor coast, and authorities have launched a search, the Coast Guard said. 2 British males aged 14 and 46, an 18-year-old French woman and a 35-year-old Norwegian woman disappeared after going diving near a small island, they said. A search involving vessels from the Coast Guard, police and the Fisheries Department was launched at 2:45 p.m. Senior Coast Guard official Nurul Hizam Zakaria said in a statement. The island where they disappeared, Pulau Tokong Sanggol, is about 15 kilometers off the coast of Johor. The area is popular with foreign and domestic visitors, with resorts dotted along the coast and on nearby islands. Thank you for being with us in this podcast group. You are listening to the Gap News, coming to you from Kuala Lumpur with reports from Free Malaysia Today, The Vibes and the BBC World Service. The Gap News is also available on the internet news portal Melaka Hari Ini. More to come, news from the international front. Ukraine's Deputy Prime Minister urges residents of the eastern regions of Kharkiv, Luhansk and Donetsk to evacuate as fears grow that Russia will intensify attacks there. It has to be done now because later the people will be under fire and face the threat of death, says Ernia Vereshchuk. The US imposes sanctions on Vladimir Putin's adult daughters and targets Russian banks following allegations of Russian war crimes in Ukraine. US President Joe Biden says the measures will raise the economic pressure on Mr. Putin. The UK freezes the assets of Russia's largest bank, Sberbank, and bans all British investment in Russia. The EU is also preparing further sanctions. 25 women and girls have said they were raped by Russian forces in Bucha, a senior Ukrainian official tells the BBC. NATO foreign ministers are meeting for 2 days of talks on how best to support Ukraine as the war continues. The United States announced yesterday it has approved the sale of up to US $95 million worth of training and equipment to support Taiwan's Patriot missile defense system. something Taipei said will help protect the island from any invasion by China. The proposed sale will help to sustain Taiwan's missile density and ensure readiness for air operations, the Pentagon's Defense Security Cooperation Agency said in a statement. It added Taiwan will use the proposed training and equipment as a deterrent to regional threats and to strengthen homeland defense. Taiwan's foreign ministry welcomed the arms deal, the third approved under U.S. President Joe Biden, saying it would help protect against Beijing's continuing military expansion and provocation. And now for some sports news. Malaysia's under-23 football squad will meet 16-time champions Thailand after the two countries were drawn in Group B for the Hanoi SEA Games next month. The Football Association of Malaysia, in a Facebook post, said the team led by Australian-born coach Brad Maloney were also drawn in the same group as Cambodia, Singapore and Laos in the football competition, which will run from May 6 to the 22nd at the Biennial Games. Malaysia's path will not be an easy one as they will be up against Thailand on May 7th, followed by Laos May 11th, Singapore May 14th, and will complete the group stage against Cambodia on May 16. All Group B matches will take place at the Tian Trong Stadium in Nam Dinh. To end the bulletin, here are the headlines again. Government ready to collaborate on medicinal use of marijuana. RON 97 down 10 cents, other fuel prices unchanged. Foreigners buying RON 95, action against station owners only, says Ministry. 4 foreign divers missing off Johor coast. Flee now or risk death, Ukraine tells people in the east. US approves US $95 million sale of missile defense support to Taiwan. And Malaysian drawn in same group as 16-time SEA Games champs for Hanoi. This has been the Gap News this morning, Thursday, 7 April, with reports from Free Malaysia Today, The Vibes and the BBC World Service. The Gap News is also available on the internet news portal Melaka Hari Ini. We hope you found the bulletin informative. We certainly welcome hearing from you. If you do have the opportunity, please do write in. We would certainly love to hear from you. Podcasting live from Kuala Lumpur, I'm Ghazali Abdullah.